Good morning guys, how are you? It's about 10:30. I have been doing some editing. I was wasted when I woke up this morning, but had a quieter morning, did some editing, and I'm trying to get our local co-op off the ground. It has been dormant for about 3 months. The lady who was doing it moved away and we thought that everything was fine, but it's not. No one was doing it. So I've really had to work hard at finding some other people to help me admin. Anyway, it's just been a little bit of a rigmarole trying to get that up and running. And now I've realised that just because we're moving, I'm not going to be able to do a lot of the admin that I thought I was going to do. So I'm now in the process of trying to find someone else to do the admin for it. I'll be able to do the first one probably, but I'm a little bit anxious about having that on my plate while we're trying to do these renovations and open homes and things. So I've been working on that this morning, and now I have to go uptown and get a little bit of food. It's supposed to be shopping day either tomorrow or Thursday. Yeah, I've just got to get a few things from the store to tide us over, make sure we've got decent meals. I think that eating well is going to see us through. Even though things are crazy busy, I think it's a priority. Today I am going to get some painting done, and then I'm going to work on what I need to do next. I think it's just going to be a case of tick one off and move on to the next job. James just called me about half an hour ago and said he was feeling really optimistic today and everything's going to be fine and God's got it all, and so I'm going to run with that because I don't want to freak out. It ends up being just far too exhausting and you end up getting nothing done. So yeah, so I'm going to get to the store. I want to buy some walnuts for my breakfast, which I haven't had yet, which is fine. I like to wait until I eat my breakfast a bit later, but I'm going to go get some walnuts. So I'm home and got a few things that I know we're going to need, especially my walnuts for my breakfast. To get some bread because we're out of toast. I got some walnuts for my breakfast. I got some mushrooms to go with a fry meat dish that I'm going to be doing tonight. And I got some really nice looking Italian breadsticks for the kids to have some lunch today. We've got some leftover chicken from the burgers last night, so they can have those. I am going to drop Emma down her lunch. We were running super late this morning. I don't even normally take her to school, but I did this morning. She didn't have lunch organised, so I'm going to take her some. I'm going to be a nice mummy because it is wet and dreary and you just need food when you're at school. You can't go all day with no food. So I'm going to have some breakfast and then get started painting. Look at that. There is so much work to be done and it is just pouring with rain. Leaves sweep. Hydrangeas over there that I need to prune. All of this hedge needs tidying up. Can't do any of it when the weather's like this. We'll just have to get painting done while the weather's bad. It's also becoming very clear to me that I need to go to the op shop and get some more painting clothes. Otherwise I'm going to be wearing these every day for the next 3 weeks. Also, have I mentioned that this whole project, this whole renovation is supposed to cost us no money? The only thing we really want to spend money on is paint and anything that we absolutely have to get for the house. So everything really has to be secondhand. Things we find. We've probably got a budget of maybe $1,000. We don't want to spend money on this. We want to be able to finish it and move on without selling our souls. So that's a pretty significant factor for me. So I'm just plugging in my phone before it dies so I can listen to something while I paint. Okay, so it is nearly 5:30. As you can see, it is dark out already, but I have painted the outside of this door frame. I had to tape it up. I've done one coat. I tried to do a second coat, but it's still too wet. And I have had to repaint this archway. This whole thing has had to be repainted. I've done most of it. I've done this, all of this side up over the arch, and I've started doing this, but I really need to get some dinner on. So I think I'll leave it for a few hours and I'll do the rest of it. And I've got paint on. I'm feeling a bit frustrated today because I didn't realise that this archway, for some reason I didn't realise the archway was going to take as long as it has. It's so super fiddly. I'll show you. See, all in all these places, there's all these crevices and creases. I had to get all in there and all in this. And if you look down here, it's got all these grooves in here, all in here, and there was lots of, you had to kind of really push the paint in. It's quite aged, like this is quite an old piece of woodwork. You know, there's lots of dings and things that are just part of the woodwork. It's not my paint or anything. But yeah, just making sure the coat is even without like big streak marks. And we've done it in a high gloss so that you can clean it down, but it does mean that the streak marks show up easier. I think it's looking okay so far, but I've still got this whole one to go. I'm about to keep going and finish it tonight. I just need a bit of a break. So I think I'm going to concede for James to finish painting that post while I cook dinner, because I think it's going to be a long night otherwise. It's really hard to gauge if we've finished in this light. I think I'm going to have to sand this, aren't I? Give it a light sand before I repaint it.
Depends how long you leave it. If you don't leave it too long, it should be fine.
No, if you feel, because I started trying to repaint it and give it another coat and it's gone all funny.
Well, that's oh yeah, so now you have to sand that.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a bummer because it'll have to wait for it to dry full anyhow. You'll do that tonight.
No, but that's okay, I can do it in the morning.
Yeah.
Shall I sand it tonight?
No, it'd be to leave it till tomorrow so it dries nice and hard, or it's really hard to sand.
Okay. So we went for a walk and it was pouring with rain. So we got home and because I was wet and cold, I had a shower. So now I'm thinking I'm just going to check in for the night and start afresh again tomorrow. It's about 8:30. Good morning everyone, back into it. I'm going to get some sanding done and get this ranch French door painted. Hopefully we're going to be able to get the underlay done and the carpet today. Hopefully. James has just purchased it and picked it up yesterday, so he should be able to get it down today. He had to go into work this morning, so I'm on my own. He's actually feeling a little unwell still, so I'm just hoping he's going to be able to do as much as he hopes to get done over the next few weeks. Because the weather was so good, we ended up doing a working bee outside. And James had heaps of jobs that he had in mind to get done. We knew that the weather was going to close in a few days, so we got the kids and I just put everyone to a job. This back door has got cobwebs all over it, and these are all the bugs that are caught in the cobwebs. So I got James's garage vacuum cleaner and I vacuumed it all up. It was really satisfying. It's all cleaned up. The vacuum cleaner, so much better. We still need to wash the outside of the house, but at least all those cobwebs are gone and not looking super ugly. That tape is the paint on this side being done. Yeah, anyway. James had to try and help Regan with this pool hose. The pool has gone green for some reason. We're not 100% sure why. James is starting the treatment to get it back on track, and Regan helped us out by vacuuming it out. It was really, really dirty. It's been neglected for about a month. Now I'm going to prune all of these, and there's another few over there that need doing on the other side of that hedge. But I'm going to get these ones done. Regan's vacuuming the pool really well, but it's stirring up all the stuff that makes it green, so it's going to take a while to settle that down. Emma was over the other side cleaning the cushions of the outdoor couch. James had to remove the old barbecue. It just looked like a bit of an eyesore on the deck. We're actually going to throw that out. We're keeping the gas bottle, of course, and we might just buy a new barbecue when we move for next summer. And Emma's also washing down the outside of the house where those swallows continue to come and perch on the top of the windowsills at night, and they poop down the windowsill. We're getting rid of one of the little barbecues that James built. He's a bit sad that it's going, but we've really got to declutter now. And of course we've got the lawns done. All of this has just been a huge win for the day. There we go. All trimmed back. These guys will come away super fast in summer. These have also been cut back. What you doing? I'm trying to get all of those so it doesn't look like a spider web.
Yeah, it does kind of look like a spider web.
It looks like an octopus.
I don't know how you're going to get it. Not really tall enough.
I'm going to have to be very careful on this ladder.
I know. Should I stand on the other side?
I want you to pick up these and put them on the trailer.
Oh, that's fun.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
It's all nice and sorted. Whole area looks so beautiful.
Yes. Need to fix my green pool.
Yes. Yes, our pretty little house. And there they are, with the little swallows that come visiting. You see them up there? They sit up there. So outside is looking super awesome. I'm really thrilled with all of us doing a bit of a working bee for about 3 hours. That was just fabulous. To feel like we're getting some headway out there, because the weather's going to pack in about 24 hours and we're going to have rain for the next week. So it's just been nice to be able to get that done while it was such fine weather. Heaps of stuff. Now I only have to recoat this. This needs one more coat of paint. It took a lot longer than I thought. It had been sanded and I painted it, and then when I had to sand it to put another coat on, there's a lot of talking in the background. So there is, I've had to sand this again and paint it again, and now it needs one more coat because I can still see the streaks. Regan and Emma, I asked them to go uptown and get us something for dinner because I hadn't even thought about it, and they bought mince pies and dumplings. But it'll be yummy. I'm so hungry. Mum, what do I put underneath? Underneath what? Oh, you don't have to put anything. Yeah. It's more the looking for you. Right, so I've just finished the coating of paint. It is 7 o'clock and the dog is whining for a walk. So James and I are going to take the dog for a walk, and I think it's going to be enough for today. And thank you so much for watching as we're on this renovation project. Thank you for watching as we're trying to tidy up our house in a real quick, mad dash, mammoth effort. But you can join us in the next video to continue the journey with us. But until then, bye for now.